Hi, I'm Timothy A. Gumacorda, the founder of Gumacorda Law. On February 24, 2020, U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services released a new 18-page-long form called Form I-944 Declaration of Self-Sufficiency. I'm going to help you navigate this form so everything is complete. Form I-944 is used to decide whether an immigrant is likely to be able to support themselves and their household without relying on public benefits. Several factors are used in determining whether an immigrant is more likely than not at any time in the future to receive one or more public benefits. Factors like age, family status, health history, assets, resources, and financial info, income, credit history, whether you have health insurance, education level, and English proficiency. Public charge grounds of inadmissibility are reasons a person could be denied a green card, visa, or admission into the United States. The Form I-944 needs to be completed by those immigrants who are inside the United States and want to apply for permanent residence. Non-immigrants and legal permanent residents who have been absent from the United States for a continuous period in excess of 180 days are also affected by the public charge ground of inadmissibility and the new rule. Some of the most common groups of non-citizens who are not affected by this new rule include the following: refugee applicants and refugees, asylum applicants and asylees, applicants for withholding of removal or relief under the Convention Against Torture, Cubans, Emiratians, among others. As stated above, age, family status, health history, assets, resources, and financial info, income, credit history, whether you have health insurance, education level, and English proficiency are factors that are considered in the assessment of public charge inadmissibility. These factors are not considered in isolation but instead are examined in their totality. Let us look at some of the factors. Age, under 18 or over 61 is seen as a negative factor. An age of 18 to 61 is seen as a positive factor. However, evidence of full-time school attendance, English proficiency, or employment history can offset a negative finding of someone under the age of 18. Evidence of current employment, total household income greater than 125%, or access to a pension, retirement account, Social Security, or any supportive income can likewise offset someone over the age of 61. Health. You should be medically fit, meaning, you shouldn't have any chronic health problems, but even if you do, this factor alone will not hurt you, especially if you demonstrate that your condition is under control. Staying healthy means less trips to the hospital and therefore less expense. Family household size. The bigger the size of your household, the greater the total income is required. As a general rule, having a total household income at or above 125% of federal poverty guidelines is recommended. Having income below 125% will be considered as a negative factor. If your total household income is below 125% of federal poverty guidelines, you should include significant assets and resources that are money in a checking or savings account, stocks and bonds, certificates of deposit, annuities, retirement, educational accounts, real estate, and automobiles as part of your application. Credit history. If you have opened a bank account or have a credit card, credit score should be at least 670. A score below 580 is negatively considered. A low credit score, or no score if you have no credit, can be offset by evidence that household bills have been paid on time. Liabilities and debts. Are you liable for any loans or debts? Unpaid child or spousal support, credit card debt, car loans, and unpaid income taxes can negatively affect you. The absence of debt is highly recommended. Health insurance. Having private health insurance is a heavily weighted positive factor in favor of a finding that you are not likely to become a public charge. On the other hand, the lack of private health insurance may be viewed as a negative factor, particularly if you have a significant medical condition that limits your ability to care for yourself, attend school, or work. Public benefits. An applicant's use of public benefits and even applying for public benefits can be heavily weighted as a negative factor. The good news is that immigrants are rarely eligible for these benefits anyway. As part of the public charge inadmissibility determination, U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services considers both cash and non-cash benefits including Supplemental Security Income (SSI), Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program (SNAP), commonly known as food stamps, to name a few. USCIS will consider your education, skills and English proficiency when determining whether you are likely to become a public charge at any time in the future. Education and skills are relevant to the public charge inadmissibility determinations because they affect your ability to obtain and maintain stable employment. When filling out Form I-944, put your best foot forward. List all of your credentials. Generally, Any degree or active full-time education is a positive factor. Occupational skills relevant to employment are also considered positive factors. Your English proficiency is a positive factor. An applicant's lack of literacy and English proficiency can be a negative factor. If you have no English literacy skills, you should consider taking a class. Thank you for watching our video. We are ready to assist you in handling your immigration concerns.